Today I propose to separate the myth from reality and investigate who Bogdan Khmelnytskyi really was. Pro-Russian Khmelnytsky, educated, taught several languages and the basis of management by his father, Khmelnytsky had wonderful career prospects in Rich Pospolita. There is a version that for some time Khmelnytsky was a supporter of the idea of understanding the Cossacks with the leaders of Rich Pospolita. At least educated and with a noble origin, he was an absolutely understandable figure for the Poles. Khmelnytsky was attempted to be killed with a lowly hit of a saber in the neck, and only a special helmet, which protected a part of the neck, saved the future hetman from death. The Soviet authorities did not spare money to create a profitable image of the hetman for themselves. In the theses, the leading role in the war was the peasantry. Participation in the free struggle of the nobility and clergy was ignored. The idea of its successful completion by the Pereyaslav Council was made with a red thread, and not a word about what Bogdan Khmelnytskyi really wanted to achieve. Except, of course, mythical union with Russia. Let's move to Kiev, December 1648. After the first great victories over the Poles under the Yellow Waters and Korsun, Khmelnytsky with the army, under the sounds of church bells and the praise of the people, got into Kiev through the Golden Gates. Just as the princes of the time of Kiev Rus, who returned from a successful military campaign. This symbolism was thought out in advance. In this way, he emphasized that he was renewing the tradition of the golden age of the Ukrainian state, Kiev Rus. And then, he did something that no other hetman of Ukraine had ever dared to do in its history. Khmelnytsky invites the Jerusalem Patriarch Paisius to Kiev, so that he officially consecrated the hetman to the prince, the monarch. At that time, monarchy was a traditional form of rule in most European states, but Khmelnytsky was not a monarch. He became a ruler, because people recognized him as a resistance leader of all Ukrainians. We've discussed the myths surrounding the Pereyaslav Council in several earlier episodes. The originals, the final version of this agreement, do not exist. 10 years after the death of the hetman in 1667, Moscow and Rich Pospolita share Ukraine with each other. Moscow conducts active assimilation policy and gradually, over the centuries, Russificates the Cossack aristocracy.